Hey yo, my G's, welcome back. It's Baze here. Welcome back to Baze Analysis, man. Um, uh, it's been fun. It's been fun. Like yesterday night, stroke midnight. It's been fun. It's been fun. Big ups to Morocco, man. Big ups to Morocco. Like they've been class all through, and this testifies to the fact that it's been obvious the progression has been coming from since the last World Cup. You see the consistency and check it out. Most of their players they are performing on the European stage, like they are performing in their club. So and they have a good group of high IQ players. People don't understand what it's doing. There's don't think players that are very smart and players that are they are just how will I put it? They have flair. You can be smart and not have so much flair like that. Like for example, Fabregas. Fabregas is a very very brilliant player, but it's not like his flair is out of the world. So that's kind of so they have a very group of high IQ players in that Morocco, and it's it's evident, man. They are the best team from Africa, to be very honest. And now they are not just the best team, but they are the best team by a mile because they are not just the typical African team of okay, physicality and all, but they are not just physical, they are also tactical. They also make smart decisions. They also know how to control the pace of the game. They don't want to win. They don't need to win you 5-0. They don't need to win you 8-0. They don't need to win 10-0. They just need to control the pace of the game and take their chances. And kudos to them. I'm not like do not really expect much from them to be honest. Like I've been saying it that's amongst me and the people that amongst me and my friends. I've been saying that Netherlands they are not one team that I will say they will do something exceptional. And neither is Germany because for the past like I think past three competitions, Germany has not been impressive. They've not been impressive. They just have and for someone that was so interested in Nagelsmann, I'm beginning to feel some type of way like that German squad is quite good enough for Nagelsmann to not be able to like find the team, except maybe their political things going on in behind. Because the squad is quite good enough. At least you should be able to find the balance, something that will be able to. So I'm happy for Paraguay. Paraguay, like it is actually a special one for Paraguay. For them, I'm so happy for them. I'm not sure they even expected it. It's like it's a wild dream, like a legit wild dream for them. So who again? The I think was it who else used uh penalties because Brazil qualified with normal way. Paraguay used penalties to beat Germany. Morocco won Netherlands on penalties. And I think there is one other person. But that World Cup, leave World Cup aside. This one, not even Premier League. Transfer window is transfer window is honestly, yeah, there's fun during the season. But the transfer window period to me, I feel it's the time for you to have a creative expand your creative level of thought for the season that to come because you can basically just be creating transfers in your head and anyone that clicks like it will kind of push a certain area or a certain aspect in the team you support or something like that. Like now, for example, let's first start with Rashford coming back to United, like being integrated into the squad. To be honest, I'm very, very fine with it. What I'm very, very fine with it is he is not the main guy. You know, when he was the main guy, it was very, very disheartening because he felt so uninterested at a point because of the way the management with Amorim and all was. I'm not sure. I don't know if you not like it. They're now kind of under tools and all. But even though you don't like, and this is one thing that should never be of doubt is giving your 100%. You might not be form fit, or let me say you might not be on form, but giving your 100%. I can remember there was a particular match. I think was it Brighton match. Or there was a particular match that Ahmad was basically shambolic in that match. But the goal we scored, he was the one that won it from our from the outside the D. That's that box 18, the D, that D, in front of that D. That's where he won a slight tackle. Then he went to Bruno. Then we used to counter. We got a goal. So the point is, even if you are not performing well, you should be able to give your 100. We should see that there is effort, and that was what Rashford was not having. But now, maybe under Carrick, he has played under Carrick before with Oli, and he was having the time of his life then. So probably reintegrating into the squad, and the fact that there's no pressure on him as he's coming back, I feel probably I'm hearing mouth my leave, so I feel my fellows come and take the number 7 jersey. But I feel the lack of pressure is going to help him a lot because there's no pressure on him. Mbeumo is even still looked at as our main spearhead. Cunha is still going to be looked at as the main spearhead, even though Rashford is probably even older than two of them. So I think Rashford is 28 now, and Cunha is like 27. Mbeumo is 26, 27. So around that. So the pressure is going to reduce on him. The pressure he is going to have is to perform enough to win the fans, but it's not going to be like him if he's performing and he's giving his all. Man U fans, honestly, to be honest, we are kind of the most lenient fan base. We tend to let things slide for a long time. Like we tend to allow mediocrity over time to just because we just feel the player maybe he's having injuries or maybe when he comes back he gives his all in one match, then he's not going to perform. Then the narrative quickly changes when it comes to Man U this thing because we are so used to wanting to back our players. We always want to back our players. We always want them to feel at home. So him coming back, if he comes back, I'm honestly fine with it. There is one big important thing that's making me fine with that perspective of Rashford coming back is if Rashford is back, automatically we don't need to sign a left winger or a striker. We can still sign a striker if we sign like someone like Vlahovic for free, but we don't need to sign a left winger. And that way we can sign just a left back and 3 midfielders. That is just 4 signings this summer. Those 4 signings, if you get a striker for free, fine, 5 signings, I'm good to go. Because you have Cunha, Mbeumo, Sesko. Then you have Rashford, then probably Vlahovic and Ahmad. If Vlahovic is not available, Dogu, let's say Dogu, Rashford, Ahmad. So in the midfield, you have this guy, Bruno, then Fernandes, Matheus Fernandes. Then as for this for Kobe Menu, you have Kobe Menu, Matheus Fernandes. Here you have probably I'm hearing Tchouaméni himself. So I'm hearing so probably Tchouaméni Anderson because that Tchouaméni deal I'm even it was quoted for 70 million. The fact that why I understand why it's that cheap in sense of because it's cheap. And why it is cheap is because of his salary. I think his salary is going to be around 250. So he's going to be one of the highest earners in Man U. Man U this thing has dropped. I even think there is rumor that they might offer Rashford a new contract with reduce this thing. He probably is going to if they do, I feel he's going to probably sign it. It's just going to it's not going to be long. Maybe it's going to have a caveat of as the season progresses, or there are many clauses that happen in contracts where if you meet up to a certain performance that season, you can demand another contract with increased pay. So all those things can happen. They can decide to like, okay, let's see what happens this season. Then next season we might offer this guy a new contract. So, but as it is right now, if you get into Tchouaméni and you have Anderson, then you have Kobe Menu, Fernandes, Bruno Fernandes. So like you get Bruno Fernandes, yes, Matheus Fernandes. So the main point is you have at least two standard players or 2 able players to replace each position. So you have Lewis Hall, Luke Shaw, Butcher, Aiden Heaven, delete Euro, then Maguire, like can interchange for both of them. They have Dallo, Mazraoui. And Mazraoui is performing, and I've always known Mazraoui is a good player, has been a good player. The only difference is he is not the way how Mazraoui see the way Hakimi is that he's very good at attacking, very good at defending. Mazraoui is good at defending, he's good at controlling the game, but his attacking attributes is not that explosive like the likes of Dallo and all. So, but that is like that's a built squad. You build the squad. I'm not even talking about the young players that can come in. So it's quite we are in a happy place to be honest. If all these things can pull through, we are going to be in a happy place. So now let's push Man U aside. Chelsea, I kind of understand where Chelsea is coming from concerning Maresca issue with Man City, him talking to another club while still coaching. It's honest. Chelsea are not suing. They don't want to sue because I think they want to do a deal with Gusto, and they have a relationship with Man City when it comes to sales. They just wanted marital reputation to be tainted. So if anything bad happens with Maresca and Man City, it doesn't work out, Maresca is going to really have a tough time getting a new job because they've already tainted his reputation in touch with basically what they release. And it's the truth. You can't be with another club. And basically, it was even he basically knew this guy was probably going to leave, so he just quit Chelsea and decided to wait. That is actually very bad, and people say it kind of spoiled Chelsea's, it derailed Chelsea's season. I don't know. I'm not going. I can't say if he was there. It might have been better, but I'm not sure it would have been Champions League qualification better. But that is, I'm not. And as I said, I'm not good, so I don't know if that will have happened. Like I said, Liverpool will go after Bakula, and they're already sniffing around Bakula since Diamande has already accepted to go to PSG. That Monaco Aikolochi, I've forgotten the guy's name. The guy, I think he has Uchi at the end of his name. That guy is actually, I've kind of noticed the guy for like 2 years now. He has been consistent in this team, but in French League, League One. But I don't know. I feel he can perform in Premier League, yes, but I don't know. He's still giving me he can come if a Premier League team signs him. I'm not sure he will bring the level that I was bringing there. So, but that's cool. And what else again? I don't think there's anything. Yes, one thing I want to say is the transfer window will start heating up from the 1st of July, because I think is going to begin a new how do they call it, a new financial year when it comes to sport business and some other business. So it's a new financial year. So transfer things will heat up from this week. Things will start hitting up. So you guys should be expecting things, and we are here to give you full gist. Any ITK we hear, blah blah, I'm going to drop it here. And again, concerning any people that are interested in remote job, don't forget, click the link in the previous post. If you are interested, you can get lucky and start making, let's say, $10-15 per hour. It's big money to calculate it as a Nigerian. So that's all for today. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching the whole video. All right, take care. Bye bye.